I feel that public service is so important, and giving back, being a role model and helping people in need is something that I would love to do. I had parents who believed I could do anything, and I know how that made me feel. I think both my parents, having careers in the medical profession, feel they are helping people on a daily basis, and that was inculcated in me as a value. I had to struggle with giving up the idea of becoming a doctor myself. Bankruptcy represents a long-standing commitment in this country to helping people get a fresh start. This principle has never been giving only certain people a fresh start. My father will always be my hero. He pioneered 2 successful companies that paved the way for the technology services industry and has devoted much of his life to helping people in need and those who serve our nation in the armed forces. I believe in God. I believe in doing the right thing. I believe in helping people if I can. I set out to make music people enjoy, but it is really cool that it is helping people get through. By doing something positive in this world, you're helping people and the future. We're all trying to help the world, make it a better place to live. We're actually still changing the world, aren't we? I like the idea of helping people help people. People say you have to know when to retire, which is a dumb thing to say. If you want to go out on top, yeah, it becomes important when you quit. But I wasn't afraid of that, and I wasn't worried about getting fired. I knew the risk. To me, it's not an ego thing. I enjoy coaching. I enjoy helping people achieve something. I never thought in terms of being a leader. I thought very simply in terms of helping people. In a world where most billionaires are all about talking about taking care of and helping people, Jim Irsay walks it. My role on television is one of helping people re-examine the assumptions that they hold. I regard Dr. King. You would never hear me get up and speak without, in some way, shape or form, referencing Dr. King. I do hope to be an adult actor, but if it doesn't work out, I've been thinking about doing something in the medical therapy field, chiropractics, or something like that. I've always been into the idea of helping people medically, but I can't stand blood or surgery. That freaks me out. So this would be a bloodless way to help people. I'm just an actor, but if the extra part of it is that I'm helping people or people are being helped by the virtue of what we're doing, then that's just a really nice added extra. There are many programs specifically aimed at helping people in poverty start a business. Community colleges play an important role in helping people transition between careers by providing the retooling they need to take on a new career. I love getting out on the streets and helping people. When I come to work each day, whether as a commentator for TheStreet.com or a host of Mad Money with Jim Cramer, I have only one thought in mind: helping people with their money. I've come to recognize what I call my inside interests. Telling stories and helping people tell their stories is a sort of interpersonal gardening. My work at NBC News was to report the news, but in hindsight, I often tried to look for some insight to share that might spark a moment of recognition in a viewer. I love going to Africa and stuff. I love going anywhere, really, but I've been to Africa a bunch of times and it's just a beautiful place that needs help, obviously. But helping people that are really thankful is really easy to do, and the people out there always seem so thankful. We learn martial arts as helping weakness. You never fight for people to get hurt. You're always helping people. A heck of a lot more accountability comes from individuals or the church doing it than the government, that signs off on helping people at 5 o'clock, because it comes from the heart, not from a badge or a mandate. I think the more you can kind of decrease yourself and kind of increase other people's stories and give them the light, I think that's what it's all about. Whether it's community service or giving back to the community in different ways or helping people, it's not about yourself. As a doctor, an educator, an innovator and someone who has dedicated his professional career to making things work better and to helping people, I am ready to lead. To really involve yourself in transforming yourself. That's the work that I'm really focused on through my company, Higher Ground Productions, is really helping people to really find a place of personal empowerment as well as inner peace. I think my dad is this great, wonderful, man with a lot of integrity, who is fighting for things he believes in and is serious in what he wants to see happen and serious in helping people. Medical research is needed, and I just saw there was a need for help that the government, state or federal, was not spending the taxpayers' money on helping people get through college. When I die, I'd like friends to be listed behind helping people. A documentary film is a great way of helping people understand because, somehow, when one is able to see the people involved, it lends a certain immediacy and understanding that is hard to get on the page. Everything I've ever thought about doing has been, in some sense, about helping people. I take a lot of pride in helping people become great. I think that's an element of being a producer that people don't always take in. They want to be great for themselves. Whereas I'd like to be recognized as having helped the most people get over the hump. I believe that everyone, regardless of who they are, should do something that is greater than themselves. Whether it's adoption, or helping people who are sick or poor, or whatever. That's what God put us on this earth to do. But particularly when the media profess to strive toward objectivity, gatekeepers play a crucial role in helping people navigate the news to make educated political decisions. Helping people that are down and out is all I've ever wanted to do. Sometimes people think that if you're always helping people up and never hit someone with a hard foul, you're automatically a good sport. I don't believe that. Alpinism means you go by yourself with your own responsibility, knowing that you could die. But Everest now is more like ski tourism, preparing the piste, helping people go up, setting oxygen bottles near the summit. Evil has no limits. If you are a good person, everybody expects you to be good. If you are very good, then you become Albert Schweitzer or Mother Teresa. Then you're very good because you are helping people. But evil has no limits. Helping people understand the impact of key environmental and human issues worldwide is something that I'm passionate about. CNN's Going Green series of specials are engaging viewers around the world through important messages of conservation and hope. The thought grew strong in me that since I had gone to the trouble of being born, I might as well be useful in helping people live long and healthy lives. And this thought has always resided in the back of my mind. Nowadays people talk about PayPal's founders as prescient geniuses who would inevitably change the world. It was, however, not so obvious that PayPal would taste its first major success by helping people sell Beanie Babies on eBay. But they had a vision, a hope, and the perseverance to try multiple iterations until they got it right. People think, for some reason, that I don't care about creativity in art, or helping people. So I would say that the biggest misconception is, when you think about me, when you think about my name, I don't want you to think about design or clothes or music. I want you to think about a person that's just trying to help people. Asking people for money is a hard thing to do, but helping people do the right thing is not hard. So I often call people up and suggest ways they can spend their money to make a meaningful impact, and I don't feel I've asked them for money. I view having celebrity as having capital, and I don't know a better way to spend that capital other than helping people. I'm happy to be helping people that are passionate about empowering parents for student learning. In terms of helping people understand and know each other a little better, music is universal and transporting. My core belief is to seek peace in the world, helping people eliminate certain malevolent attitudes through education as much as possible. A smart society recognizes the benefits of treating problems before they escalate, either through helping people quit smoking or moving them out of mold-blighted bedsits. A compassionate society also tries to limit human misery and suffering wherever possible. My mother was devoted to helping people, with my father's money, who had great voices but didn't have the financial means to study music. He and my mom gave away dozens of music scholarships, and my mom opened a school in town, introduced opera to children and created fantastic programs. That's why I began doing makeup in the first place. I was hoping that through helping people see the beauty in themselves, I could try and find it in me. What I'm really focused on is connecting people around shared interests, so together they can make good stuff happen. I'm more focused on helping people discover their power as individuals, but through those connections with one another. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.